there's a new breed of mini spy plane that may soon be operating in your city, on your block, over your backyard. These tiny flying robots are equipped to take photos and video, and it might not be long before they're a fact of daily life. The question is, what and who are they watching? Here's ABC's Jim Avila.
It's an engineering marvel, a pocket-sized hummingbird drone that can hover, do a flip, and transmit everything it sees and hears from a camera microphone in its throat. This micro spy plane is the smallest of an entire new industry of domestic spy planes, soon available to anybody willing to pay, from the news media to law enforcement to the weather service, and yes, even realtors.
Hey, this is Ed Kaminsky from...
Drones, once our unmanned heroes in war zones, are now in the hands of real estate agents.
4,500 square feet, priced under $2 million.
For Ed Kaminsky, a realtor in Southern California, it's called a multi-copter, and it's his latest weapon for attracting wannabe buyers to multi-million-dollar properties like this one.
And this really is the piece I want to capture first as we come over the roof line, because you just can't capture a courtyard with still photography. So if we could roll through here with a camera, right up top, roll in, and then out the backyard, it's going to give the best perspective of what this home is really about.
Kaminsky says for those who can't come to an open house, it's almost like being there.
There's a lot of foreign buyers today coming into the United States purchasing real estate, especially high-end real estate. So to give them that opportunity to really see the whole property from a different perspective, this is allowing us to do that.
Well, Kaminsky says this three-rotor helicopter only captures private homes with the homeowner's blessing. Its potential to see without being seen has some worried about privacy issues.
Right now, there are basically no rules that restrict, from a privacy point of view, how these things can be used. What we don't want to see is them being used all the time for mass surveillance for no particular purpose.
The media is already using drones. The daily and internet news site calls theirs the Daily Drone.
The extent of the damage is even more shocking.
And among the most eager to fly domestic drones are America's police departments.
2239, I'll be in the area on paper.
Mesa County, Colorado Sheriff's Deputy Derek Johnson has a rare secret weapon in his patrol car, and when the call comes to unleash it,
I try to stop whatever I'm doing as fast as possible and go and deploy this little guy.
It's a three-rotor, 10-pound infrared camera-carrying helicopter drone that takes just moments from carrying case to flight. It's controlled by two joysticks and can hover for up to 15 minutes over a crime scene, providing backup for SWAT teams.
These are our two deputies that are, trying to conduct this search.
Like it did when a stabbing suspect went running into the brush by the railroad tracks.
Kind of an insurance policy for our officers who are approaching this person that can't see them.
They're easy to fly, similar to a video game. These sheriff's deputies learned at a two-day seminar.
And that means you have control.
So I have the stick.
You have the control, yep.
Even I could keep it aloft, flying over the police parking lot at about 70 feet. And Mesa County has a more sophisticated fixed-wing drone, too. These are the closest cousins to terrorism-fighting robot heroes of Afghanistan and Iraq, the silent predators of Mideast skies, now launching a new American aerial assault at the hands of domestic law enforcement.
It's a tool for us that gives us this eye in the sky without having to pay our time for a helicopter or a fixed-wing plane.
One of the strong points about the drones is that it can find people who are missing, people who are hiding, even though you can't see me on the ground. To the drone, I'm purely visible. You see me? You see me now? The FAA has issued nearly 300 permits, many for law enforcement use, and is developing new rules to address the second controversy over unmanned drones, flying over busy domestic airspace, safety. The Airline Pilots Association warns of chaotic, dangerous skies if drone operators continue to learn their craft in just days. They want full pilot training.
Without that, there's a potential to have a drone run into an airplane.
Making the new domestic drones as unintentionally dangerous to Americans and their privacy as they are intentionally lethal to terrorists overseas. For Nightline, I'm Jim Avila, reporting from Grand Junction, Colorado.